Who wants to keep running? The side will put him down, but it only takes the Aegis the Immortal. VP.
Naku, lakad mo to tol!
Some sort though, like, are they going to be able to burst this Terror Blade?
Let's go! I love Doxy so much! The most energy I've ever seen you have. I love Dox is one of my favorite heroes.
Yeah.
Whenever I see a Luna TV,
give you that extra HP, or rather just armor, but Moon's just going to be able to whack away and eventually get those layers of refraction off. And speaking of, right now, top lane, Xiao Yu, he's the one in trouble, and he's going to drop straight off the bat. A very nice Earth Spike out from Arfu to halt the damage, but Young God's going to blink in and try to chase down Raging, but now the turnaround. Raging's going to try and go for the man fight. Febby, he does fairy fire up. Arfu's still going for it, but oh, what an Earth Spike out. He gets a South cancellation blind. Go back to, meanwhile, top lane, a bit of damage output, but nothing to write home about. In fact, never mind, Roger, he's been tossed back here by Playhard. Maybe they can secure a kill here onto the Bane, but not without the Darkseer. Xiao Yu, in fact, never mind Xiao Yu, because Playhard, he's the one in trouble, is mid one. He'll join in and get the job done. Just leave it be this time around as Arfu. He'll go back to stack for the team. Speaking of stacking, I expect many to be made here for our TA in the mid lane, though bot lane, Raging Potato gonna find himself in trouble again with the Sonic Wave out. That'll be more than enough from Young God. Worthboard, so I'd say you can't really be upset if you're SMG.
You're still really happy. Like, you're just preventing TNC from working lanes out the way they want them to, and you're getting a lot of farm. They're making moves on Young God again.
They are. Young God, there's your Ravage out Raging. He will not play any games, and John, would you believe it? Arfu's here. Meanwhile, top lane, Febby, he does end up dropping a Roger.
Jungle opened up for him. You just have to watch SMG as they keeping up the space here.
Yeah, they've got a Fiend script, John. Roger, he'll move in and set up, and Young God just way out of position. Meanwhile, mid lane, Raging, he's going to be chased down. Ravager's out, though. They might go for a fight. Arfu with a double Earth Spike again. They'll commit the overgrowth. They'll keep trying. Play hard. How deep can you go, Saw? He'll get fingered up, Raging. He'll finally end up dropping. Tier 1 tower. For now, though, they found Raging Potato, but he's going to turn around back in onto Playhard, just fighting over that power room, but it's an illusion. Moon already dropping so darn low, but he's going to be able to run his way out, and now the Ravage comes in, Raging. Laguna, Febby's already gone. Playhard, he'll be the second. Can they find more? They'll keep trying to go onto the Tide, but TNC's going to get double stunned up by Moon, and now Xiao Yu's going to drop. That'll be a third for Moon as a triple kill comes out.
It's up, but it's not really that high level. It's still level 2. So you can kind of just force your bodies forward here.
Absolutely. You've got that Ravage available, so Raging, he can move in for the team on the front lines, and Xiao Yu, he might be spotted soon. Raging's looking for that angle. He doesn't have a blink, but he's almost baiting them, just inviting them forward. They'll try to blow him up in time. Now the Ravage comes out. He's got 5 targets with the Ravage. They'll blow up one in the form of Xiao Yu, but they're going to jump in with their Quap. But who do they get? It's going to be Arfu first for the side of SMG, but now Playhard. He'll be chased down. In fact, never mind Playhard. They want Young God, but they'll go back for the Tiny instead. That'll be Playhard gone. Moon, he barely runs out with his life intact. All just split pushing these lanes as mid lane. Arfu is going to make the jump in. They've got Playhard to start. Finger committed with the Laguna Blade, but Playhard, he is still alive. They'll even throw the Fey Grenade in just in case, but Roger in the meantime, he's going to die to Yoair. Still, they'll set up. Onto Xiao Yu they go, and they'll get a second. The SMG still more than happy to fight. They've got the Ravage up on Raging. They want to try and get that committed. Arfu trying to find an angle. Nice gush through. We'll give the vision on Yoair, but he is still able to blink away. Tier 3 tower is going to be dropping rather fast. I mean, TNC can't just rely on that living armor. They've got to make the jump in, so Playhard. He tries for the toss, but the Fiend's grip is there. Sonic Wave, wall, Ravage, Raging. He's set up perfectly now. Maybe they can turn this fight around, but Young God, he's already found Roger. Yoair, he's going to try and move in onto mid one, the Sunder. It's only on an illusion. It's not a great one, so mid one who have to back off. But Febby, he's in with the overgrowth, setting back up onto mid one, and they take the TB down. Maybe they can find the TA though, and they'll try to burst down Yoair. The Meld Strike, it's not going to be enough. Young God, oh, he wants to go further. He's not going to find anyone though. TNC, though, obviously very strong right now with Yoair and Young God as they jump in. Avalanche Toss is already out. They've blown up Moon. That's the CEO gone. Finger out, however, Playhard. He'll be the second to drop, but Febby, he's out with the overgrowth now. They've got Roger. Raging, he'll try to kite out as Yoair. He needs to escape now as the buybacks are coming in, but the Ravage is there. But there is no follow-up to the Ravage either. Zafu. He will get a nice hex off into Xiao Yu. So they'll be able to find a Darks here.
But one has to wonder whether or not you'd be better off with your own Daedalus. You know, just a little bit more burst damage to deal with some of these heroes, to deal with the squishier backline. That might be more helpful for TNC. We'll see if they kind of change their minds here, but the siege has begun again, although...
Toss up, mid one, already so low, but the Sunder, it's going to make it in time, so he holds on to the Aegis. Just barely here for mid one. Keep in mind, meta is available, but he may wait for the first life to expire before he does go for that metamorphosis. He won't need it for now. They got the racks for free. It's all about rotating into the mid lane now and finding that secondary...
Like something here, Mike. Look at mid one's build. Look at his skills. He goes for 1 level in Sunder, 2 points in Reflection. At level 21, went all in on the attributes. Just level 1 Sunder. That's a 120-second cooldown. He's just confident in not dying in these fights.
Oh, absolutely. Raging, Ravage from the cliff does land onto 2. Sonic Wave through all of them, but doesn't matter. It looks like Yoe's going to drop. Mid one with the BKB just standing his ground as Febby is going to try and run on the tree, but he's not going to make it out. In the meantime, Moon's found Xiao Yu on the Darks, and that's going to be another.
Flying out, it just feels like an eternity for TNC to be back up here to stop this.
I mean, they finally buy back on Yoe. Mid one, though, he's still more than happy to keep going, but the normal punch will be there, so they get the Aegis off the side of SMG. That'll be 1. How far do you want to go on this Terrorblade without Metamorphosis? It seems like they are done, but Febby, he's going to jump in a lockdown mid one. He'll turn around, though, with the Demon Tail. Look at the damage output. Xiao Yu's going to be the second to drop, as now they found Yoe on the TA. Can they lock him down? It doesn't really matter. They'll go after Young God instead on that Queen of Pain. Mid one, Sunder's there again. He just will not die. Not on this Terrorblade, as they ignore the TA. They'll go back in on the Ancient. Mid one, still kiting, juking, and jiving. Young God is going to blink back in, and they will protect the Ancient.
Well, so we'll see if TNC finds that opening, but SMG's been so disciplined to kind of split up, jump in with a tide first and clean up afterwards.
Febby, he's not going to spawn an Arfu. Yoe, though, he'll get the BKB off. Aeon Disc will be procced. Fingers out. They'll just throw everything as the wall now drop, but the Ravage is there. Yoe's been caught again, but they'll go after Xiao Yu first. Back in onto Yoe. Somehow Arfu survived through all of that, but he does finally drop as Roger now. He'll move forward. Onto the Quap they go. They've even found the TA. Just everybody falling for the side of TNC as Play Hard. He will be left behind. And that'll be a 4-for-1. Is that just GG? I mean, you've got no buybacks. You've only got the Quap.
Yeah, respawns are a bit shorter in the other heroes besides Yoe, so there is maybe a window, but nah. Moon sees the move, goes straight for the Ancient, knows there's no buybacks, and he's just gonna get it done.
And have something that teams are going to need to consider, because again, TNC lose this, they're relegated.
Yeah, it is definitely guaranteed out.
It's not enough to kill off mid one. He's going to survive. Problem is there is no salve available here, so Roger, he's going to have to explain to mid one while he doesn't have some regen here for the TA is, well, nothing's left now. They've got to try and deal with this laning stage the way they are. It's a very tough position as Roger's going to get Bramble mazed up and he's dropping.
On that Dark Will, and they just look to try to burn down. The salve is there with a refraction, but they will actually play hard again.
Yeah, nice Melt Strike in. They'll get a bit of revenge there onto Play Hard. You back and forth bot lane, and I suppose while we have a chance, John, we
usually expect from Afu. Just really focusing on his side lane, but it is what it is sometimes.
Bot lane, Roger. He's going to end up going down here as Play Hard, able to connect the strike with the Shadow Realm from Moon on the DP, and he's going to be able to get away with it. Meantime, Roger's still messing around here with Play Hard, but the Nightmare is going to fly out on Yoe. He's going to try and jump in, but Play Hard has already gone down, so Yoe, all he can do is really try to trade. This Febby will try to help him out, but now Moon is going to pop the Exorcism, but I don't know if this is really going to amount to much. In mid one. Was dropping low the whole time. Xiao Yu now will be slowed up. Mid one trying to find a way out, but Yoe is going to be there with the Sonic Wave, and that's going to be more than enough as Roger, he will just be the cherry on top. And that'll be the tier 1 bot tower to drop. As top lane, they are even breaking out into another team fight, but it's going to be onto Young God again and Febby. Two teams is Roger. He's going to find another Nightmare, but doesn't have the Fiend's Grip yet. We'll force out the Terrorize, though, at the very least, is now SMG. They are going to move in again with Raging in the front lines, trying to find a nice Ravage target. In the meantime, though, Arfu is going to drop, but Raging now, he's gone too far. The team is nowhere near him. the openings over to Raging. Or maybe they are, because the Ravage is going to be thrown out, but it is only onto an IO. They do finally get rid of Febby, but it is going to cost them heavily, as now they go into a Fiend's Grip at Yoe. He's going to be fine to just blink out. They're going to keep trying. SMG, but again, they're lacking so much control at the moment. They just can't really lock anyone down. And again, in the meantime, Xiao Yu, he finds another kill as Yoe is going to jump in now, and Moon's gone. There goes your Death Prophet as Yoe. Well, he's low on mana now, but he will stick charge up. He'll have another blink in a few seconds, but he is still going to go down. It will cost him his life to get Moon, but mid one now, he's the one in danger as Xiao Yu does move in. Mid one, oh, he's going to be saved by the stop out from Arfu. They'll give him the time to run, as Xiao Yu does finally end up going down. And SMG, still kind of kiting in and out. They'll try on to play hard now. The Dark Willow, but Young God, he's still going. With that OK Saber up, he's happy to just keep this fight going over and over again, but another nice stop out from Arfu. On to play hard this time will mean another kill to go the way of SMG. But now Raging, can you find a way out, sir? It doesn't seem like it, but he'll go back in onto Febby now. The IO's in trouble, as Raging is somehow still surviving. Now the stop comes out, so Raging's out of there. He'll TP out right in front as Young God cannot cancel it off. Somehow the Watermetal makes it, but Arfu is still stuck between a rock and a hard place, or maybe not.
Jump around, make a 2-man gank into a 4-man gank, and just get the punishment out there.
They will. Still Xiao Yu, nice roar in, right onto Moon. The Ravage will be there to try and protect us. Moon, he is still fine as Xiao Yu. He'll be targeted. They'll try onto the Beastmaster Befebi. They'll try to keep him alive, but it's not going to last for long, it seems, as Xiao Yu does finally drop.
Impactful in the early game here.
Oh, Raging's been targeted again, bot lane. You do have a lot of damage there with Young God. They'll even pop the Bedlam here from Playhard just to ensure it, but Raging, he is somehow still able to walk away, at least for a second. Mid one. Very aggressive TP in from our TA. TNC trying to find a way into this fight, but Fiend's Grip is there. They got Xiao Yu, and with a great silence up from Moon onto 3 targets. But that is going to be about it for now. Xiao Yu, he will drop. Roger, he will go down, but so will Playhard as now they rush for more. They'd love Febby on that IO. Febby is going to be able to tether to Young God, however, and
Counterplay on that split push. He wants to be able to jump in with the ninja traps and just work the map. We'll see if it will pay off, although the Relicate's coming in.
yeah, jump on Moon, but Yoe, he trying to move in to help out. Mid one immediately in onto that Quap. Not going to be enough damage, but they should be able to get play hard. They find an angle for more. Doesn't seem like it. However, down to that bot side of the map, Raging, he's going to be in a bit of danger now as Young God has spotted him out. They toss him up. Raging again has no help around apart from Roger, but he's going to commit the Ravage anyway with the Fiend's Grip now committed. But where is the damage output? It's not going to be there. Raging is going to keep buying time though as his team does push in that mid-tier 2 tower.
It's going to be easier to spot the traps. On the side of SMG though, still going back in.
One. So much damage onto Febby. The IO gone as now mid one. They'll make the jump in. He still has that Aegis up though, at least for another 7 seconds. But they're going to wait out that Aegis to expire and instead try to get the real lives to terrorize. Oh, it's going to land. Mid one, he just lost the Aegis and they make the jump in. Perfect timing from TNC. But can they keep it up? Well, they've lost Yoe. It's a 1-for-1. They have also lost a gem, it seems. The Moon is dropping low now, but they keep going on to play hard. They might just find themselves a Dark Willow. Raging should eventually get there. Crypt Swarm, though, not going to be quite enough. But eventually they'll get it done. Moon able to pick up the kill, but here comes Young God now. But a great stomp in from Arfu, but it won't matter. Moon, already being roared up, is going to drop on Raging. He's been left behind. He's only got an Anchor Smash to spam out. He will try, but it's only going to just take him so far. As the tips once again out from Febby.
Back, Moon.
Yeah, I mean, he's starting a team fight here. Terrorized, though. They've got mid one. Sonic Wave out.
Oh,
the TA dropping so darn low. And Ravage was just too late. Mid one's already gone, and you're going to be lacking a lot of damage now. As Moon's going to try. But TNC are all over him. That'll be a Death Prophet gone. On the brighter side, they do at least get play hard, but that's about all they're getting. Febby to drop as well, but now Raging's been left behind once again. That'll be 4 down as they want the last piece of the puzzle, and they're going to find Arfu. He'll run, though, with the Ags up, getting that 3 BKB. The Young God's not giving up. He's gone all the way for this. They want the full team wipe, and they're going to get it. They do have the traps of mid one to scout out that Roshan. They'll make the jump in though onto Raging. Fiend's Grip is going to be there to save as the Ravage does fly out onto 3 heroes. They're trying to burst down this Tiny, but Young God is just so darn tanky. He's going to walk away with the Shadow Blade out and walk right back in after Moon. Nightmare, it's only going to buy a tiny bit of time as now the Sonic Wave does come in. A Great Ash will stop out though, but mid one's unable to get the damage off. So Young God, he'll just keep moving in. On that Tiny, back in on the TA, and mid one, he just melts. Fu, can you do it by yourself? There's no chance in hell.
Your team on this game.
Oh, mid one, he's finally been caught out. Young God will move in, but the Ravage is there Raging, and now the Fiend's Grip to hold down the Tiny, but they don't have the follow-up damage. They have already lost Raging and Roger, and it looks like Moon will drop as the third.
Boy.
No buyback available. They are up against Megas now.
Yeah, this is a much tougher prospect now for SMG. Their wave clear isn't that high. They just called a GG. They called. Like, I think they realized they can't really handle the Tiny at this point with all.
She could X, but like, died. Actually making it through that bit. Razor's great. I'm happy with it. I would have been happy with
As
Luna
an
or
instant
Razor.
response, they clearly saw it coming, and we're going to get to see a Young God Morphling. To the Shaker.
Nice one. It's as long as you're not dying from fog. Like there's a lot of opportunity there, right?
But that could be breaking out as they do get the Nightmare onto probably the best target you asked for. They found Young God. He'll strength morph and try to run his way out with the link going. It's going to be very hard to get away from this, but he has somehow made it as Moon's the one to go down. First blood to go the way of TNC. They'll keep the fight going though. They'll try to at least find something, but an impel out from Playhard's going to mean a second kill to go the way of TNC now. As SMG are not looking good. Fu, he lands a very nice Fisher out, but nobody's dying. Mid one, he is the third one to drop, it seems, for SMG, though he'll try to juke out, and he will be. Pretty free farm here in this top lane.
Yeah, that is a cause of concern.
Link is going to be there, just a lot of damage being taken away here from Xiaoyu. They are going to switch around onto Playhard instead of mid one. Entrance like this is kind of the nightmare of Raging Potato, though Febby now going to be completely surrounded, but he does not give a crap. He'll just keep going onto Raging, but ultimately won't have enough damage to finish him off, so they do get a bit of sweet revenge here for Raging Potato.
It feels like more might not be enough, although.
Yeah, they've got the Morphling, though. Young God not quick enough with the fingers there, so Raging Potato able to set up with the Roar, and that was more than enough with the help of Moon. They still move in though. I mean, Moon's around. Sonic Wave immediately committed out onto 2 supports. The Fisher does also land on Febby, but nobody dies. Everybody gets away as now a coil has been committed by Yoe, catching 2 into a great impale into the Ravage now. Moon, he's still going to try. Mid one somehow still alive as they get the Fiend's Rip off onto the puck. Mid one, how are you still alive? Xiaoyu finally takes him out, but how much has it cost TNC? He's set up for an easy Nyx assassin kill, but he's going to pop the Spike Carapace. Still mid one, able to get the static link off and play hard. Should eventually just drop here to Moon, and well, he'll make it as hard as possible, but this mid lane, another bit of a group up. They are still just trying to chase down Roger. Impale is eventually going to land. Roger, however, is still alive as Moon does jump in, and Yoe, he ends up going down mid lane in the river as mid one will keep going on to play hard. TNC, I mean, they're dropping like flies across the map here.
You can't make it in time, and that's a big win for SMG. 4K lead up, they can force these fights now.
They can. Fisher to land. They'll go and start onto Febby. They'll try to heal himself up as now the Ravage comes in. TNC, they'll try to fight for the high ground to a great impale, but the Echo Slap! Arfu's in, and he just wipes them out. Xiaoyu, well, he's going to try to run, but there's no running. Oh, what a blink Echo in from Arfu. He just turns it completely for SMG. The cancellation is barely going to be able to get it. Meanwhile, I mean, mid one, he's going to start going for Yoe, but he is dropping rather low on the Razor. Playhard and Xiaoyu going to try and just take down this Razor Aegis, but mid one, he's still alive. He finally drops the first light. Yoe and Xiaoyu, we'll see what they can get done here, but there's going to be a Fisher back in onto the puck as Yoe still trying to find a way out, but the Nightmare going to hold him down, and Moon does get the job done. Into the tier 2 mid tower they go. very hard to expect a defense out of TNC as now Febi's dropping low in mid one. He'll happily take another kill for himself if he can. A great fisher in again from Arfu. Xiao Yu now, well, he'll be another target. Why not? Raging in just a second as Febi again. Gonna be targeted first. Yoe, he'll commit the coil and try to allow some opening here for TNC to go for the fight, but it's not really working out as Yoe now is being chased down. SMG still very patient with those ultis ready. Look at that big initiation. There you go, Moon. He'll get the team fight started. On to play hard. They want that Nick stead. Fisher will land. Oh, they found Yoe again. Ravage is there. Xiao Yu, he's going to try and turn this one around as Raging just dropped. Boomy while controls up the Morphling and they've got the Fiend's Grip. Oh, Young God to drop. It is not looking too flash hot for TNC. As Febi, he will be the fourth to go down and Xiao Yu's the last piece of the puzzle. Look at that triangle. They'll make their way over. They go, Ravages there, Xiao Yu right onto mid one, but the Fisher putting a stop to all this, and now the Sonic Wave landing on 3 targets, they can't kill him! Mid one's alive, Fiend's Grip is there, they've got the Morphling again, that'll be Young God to drop. Oh, they just keep doing it, John. They throw everything but the kitchen sink, but nothing's working.
Fights.
Moon, oh, he's been caught out this time, surely. Impel's there, but again, the damage is just so lacking as Xiao Yu and the Fisher out, catching up 3 targets. Xiao Yu, he will just melt to the damage of mid one as now the Raw comes in. Young God, he's trapped up. They'll force staff him forward, but it's not going to be enough. He's another target going down. 4 for nothing.
The Echo Slam back up, so he's just hiding in trees waiting for that opportunity.
Yeah, Moon, he's in, but he's just baiting every time. He has no fear of dying this clock. More than happy to just give the openings to his team to reinitiate this fight. It's Febi. Too much he can do on the Enchantress right now, but just tank damage. Static Link is there, Febi. Oh, just look how fast he drops. Coil, no.
Oh,
Fiend's Grip just way too quick. Ravage is out now, but it's all too late. Moon's got the BKB off and mid one. He is happy to oblige with Xiao Yu to drop it. The GG's been called. TNC cannot do it. SMG will take it 2-1.